Gonna tell me Hogwarts is gonna stand up to an A10 Warthog? Hey, what's up you guys? Imperialist Nick here. You might know me from my main channel, Pink Hat Photography. The link to that be down below.
And I am Lumberjack Nick, and my YouTube channel is just my name, which is Nick Del Duca.
How can you be Lumberjack Nick if you're not wearing a flannel? I'm more of a lumberjack. Man. I don't have a beard.
I failed at the wardrobe. I have to step it up.
Well, it's a movie channel and you are wearing a Star Wars shirt and Darth Vader's peeping its head out, which is a perfect segue into talking about the Wizards. So, you are joining us for the first episode of the first series, the first video of our channel, and this series is called Nick's Didn't Watch It. Today we're talking about Harry Potter, so all you Potter fanboys and girls, we're gonna have some fun with this. So Nick's Didn't Watch It. So the premise of this is we are reviewing a movie or a series. In this case, probably the series, because you really only need the first movie, and even then you don't really need it. That we know based off of some seeing, the fans, the Wikipedias, and the trailers. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
So you go through a brief explanation of the Harry Potter movies, and then I will give you my explanation of how I understand the Harry Potter movies, and then we'll tear it apart.
Alright. So, the first movie I have seen, but it was so long ago, and I didn't really care to remember it that much, so we're just gonna go by what I remember. So I remember a cat.
There was a cat in that movie?
I think so.
I've seen the first one, I don't remember a cat.
And then there's the dog, Fluffy. Has lots of heads.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, they totally ripped that off Greek mythology.
Like, the first thing I remember about it is just running through a wall. And every time I thought of that, I was thinking of Portal. You know, Portal, the video game, and I was always like, they need a portal gun.
Oh, that would be way more convenient.
Yeah, like, how about a portal wand?
Yeah.
Or, you know, something just like...
You're already remembering more than I do.
Instead of, like, just go through the wall, you know, and, I mean, flying cars.
I think that's the third movie.
No, it was in the first one because when they're going on the train to go to Hogwarts for the first time, there's the car that flies over.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've been to Universal Studios in Florida, but you can actually like ride the Harry Potter train. And I think that's like cooler than the movies.
Yeah, I do like trains. I like trains a lot. Like probably more than I should like trains.
Yeah. So I think that I think that's a better experience. Like, just don't watch Harry Potter movies. Just go to Universal Studios and you'll be set.
Do you know any of the other movies?
No.
From my understanding, the first movie, where it could have ended, because we'll get into that in a little bit, but the first movie, he, like, finds out he's a wizard. You know that meme, you're a wizard, Harry. By the big, tall Sasquatch man. He goes to the Hogland, the wizarding school, Hogwarts, sorry, right? The second one, there's like a snake and a ghost, and like the snake, and there's like a phoenix and like a sword and a hat. I remember that bit. I've seen the second one, Chamber of Secrets, right? The third one, they have a flying car, there's an angry willow tree, a black dog, and I don't really know much about that one. The fourth one, I don't even know. I think that's Goblet of Fire.
Yeah.
There's like a flaming cup and games, and Edward from Twilight movies is in that.
Ooh.
I don't know the fifth one like at all, but I know there's a pink lady in that one that everyone hates for some reason. Oh, and then we've got Whistler, which is my name for the wizard Hitler. He doesn't have a tiny mustache, he has a tiny nose. Whistler. We're gonna call him Whistler from now on. And then there's Deathly Hallows, which I think was actually one book and it was split into two movies, kind of like the crap Jackson pulled with the fucking Hobbit movies. I'm still bitter about that. It could have been one movie.
Oh, totally.
Like, you cut out Tom Bombadil, but you make 3 movies out of The Hobbit. Anyway, so, yeah, that happens. But the point I'm making is I believe the Harry Potter franchise is a complete waste of time, simply because wizards don't understand Muggle technology.
Everything would have been better. They just had a cell phone.
Or a gun.
A gun, yeah.
A fucking gun. Okay, so hear me out. Harry's dad and mom, right? They're trying to defend him against Whistler. And the Wizard SS, or Gestapo. I guess they'd be the Wizard Gestapo. So Whistler and the Wizard Gestapo show up. And they know that Whistler does not mind using the forbidden spells, including the one that can murder you. So instead of buying a gun, they decide that they want to try to defend their little baby with inferior magic. Which makes no goddamn sense. If Whistler's going to use the death spell and automatically put you at a disadvantage, you go to asymmetrical warfare. A Boomba.
Very true.
They could have gotten a Boomba, they're wizards. A gun, though. Seriously. The whole movie could have ended with Whistler and the Gestapo kicking down the door. Harry's dad with a 12-gauge trench gun. Hold the trigger. Pump it. Whistler's dead. And I've had this argument before. And they're like, what about the horticultures or whatever they're called? The little magical bindy things that Whistler used to make himself, like, not die. Put some of the basilisk poison in a hollow point. Like they did in Jaws 2. A little bit of wax over it. Shoot Whistler's book. It's as easy as that. Like,
That should be a benchmark. If the movie could be invalidated with a gun, it shouldn't be made.
oh, that's brilliant. So there we have it, you guys. If a movie can be invalidated with the use of a firearm, which, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's 90% of movies, especially in the young adult section. Twilight, they make wooden bullets for AK-47s. Easy. Easy peasy. Or silver bullets. Not that hard. Whatever side you're on. I don't know if you're on side Edward or Team Jacob or however that works. Silver bullets are a thing, and so are wooden bullets. It's real. Google it. I'll put a link down below to the wiki article about it. But, how would you fix Harry Potter? Like, I decided how I would fix Harry Potter.
I think that it just needs, like, I don't know, it needs more, like, things that are interesting to everyone. Like, you know, like, oh, we have this spells and all this, but it's, like, super limited, and there's no, I don't know, like, when you think of something fantasy or, you know, like, out of the box, you're like, okay, there's going to be, like, all of this grand show and everything, and it's not that. It's like, oh, I'm, you know, Harry Potter. Harry Potter's a jock, by the way. If you think about it.
He is!
He's a jock.
Isn't he?
It's like teen drama. And, like, the parents that have to watch it are like, oh my god, why do my kids like this? Make it stop.
If you have
But
kids,
there's 7 movies.
Yeah. If you have kids that like Harry Potter, Nebraska has a law where you can abandon your children there without consequences. Like, that's there for you. Take it if you choose to. Now, some of you might be in the comment section right now lampposting me about my gun comment. And like, oh, well, the wizards can stop bullets. Da-da-da-da. Now, I don't remember if this is a fan theory or if it's like canon, but it's a theory of some sort. That the wizards went to war with the muggles back in sword and arrow days, and we'll be talking about the stupidity of swords and arrows later. They went to war, and they lost, like, really badly to the muggles with swords and arrows. If there's one thing mankind has gotten really, really good at, is killing each other. You gonna tell me Hogwarts is gonna stand up to an A10 warthog? Or if Whistler, let's say Whistler did get power, you know, and he's got like the 5th Wizarding Reich. What's he gonna do next? Go to war with the Muggles? What about all the half Muggle, half wizards that are mad at him? They're gonna defect to the Muggles and provide us with location.
Superior technology.
Superior technology. We don't use quills. Okay, even a rudimentary Bic ballpoint pen is better than a quill. They're gonna defect to the Muggles and help us defeat the wizards, and then we'll line them up on a wall. Because that's what humanity does best. Wow, we really are good at that, aren't we?
Throughout history, that's the thing.
Swords and arrows, bros. Swords and arrows. So what do you give Harry Potter? Like, out of 10 stars, 10 fantastical stars, what would you give Harry Potter's a rating?
Well, so my first start with Harry Potter was the book, right? Like,
Okay.
the first book. And I got through a couple pages. And I was like, man, like, this is terrible. This is the worst book ever, not for me. And then one of the movies happened, had to watch the movie. But I'll give it 2 stars for one reason. It's way more interesting if you replace Wand with Wang?
Wand with Wang. Ron broke his Wang. That is brilliant. Is absolutely brilliant.
It's the only reason.
You're a lot
Gets the
nicer.
extra star.
You're a lot nicer about it than I am. I give Harry Potter 1 Bubba Gump shrimp out of 10 because Forrest Gump is my benchmark for movies. So yeah, the entire series could be knocked into one movie, and that movie would be a Vine or a TikTok's worth in length. Door gets kicked. James Potter with a shotgun. Slam fire. Whistler's dead. Hip hip hooray.
End of movie.
End of movie.
Don't torture us with it anymore.
Right? So you guys have it. There is our reviews. That averages out to 1.5 Bubba Gump stars out of 10. The Harry Potter series really shouldn't be as long as it is. If you do enjoy Harry Potter, debate us in the comment section. Make sure you like, you comment, and you share if you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell notification, because if not, we're going to use one of those wizardy spells to come and find you.
You know how effective that is.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't have a gun.
Screw.
All right. Well,
Buy guns.
Buy guns. We'll catch you all on the flip side. Bye.